Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. We are here with the series finale of The Good Place. I am so sad this show is ending. I'm not ready to say goodbye to it, not ready to say goodbye to the characters. I just want to see them like enjoy The Good Place for a couple hundred years. Can we just do that? But yeah, last time they created this door for people to go through once they're tired of The Good Place. So maybe this time we'll see some people go through it. Though we also will probably see some other people from Earth join our group in The Good Place. If you guys want to watch the full reaction to this, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Otherwise, I don't want to start, but I have to. This is a long episode though. I think it's 53 minutes, so let's go.
Among the notables who got in, Roberto Clemente, Zora
Oh.
Neale Hurston, St. Thomas Aquinas. Yes! 8th century Sufi mystic poet Hazrat, and it's working. Come on, admit it.
I will never, ever, 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 ever,
Oh, we get the point.
ever, 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 admit.
Ever. Oh, okay.
I know, buddy. I know.
Aww. He smiled for a bit. He's like, The final chapter.
What time is it?
I don't know.
Did they figure out how to have sex?
Really?
Yeah. It's 10:42 a.m. Sorry, saying out loud that I didn't know something made me feel weird.
Man, I feel weird when I do know something. You and I are very good.
Aww.
I love you, and I believe in you.
Oh my god, if we get to see Gardner Minshew in this show, I'll be so
Here we
happy.
go.
Whoa. 2,576?
I did it.
Has he done everything he wants to do?
Uh-oh. Oh, Dip.
Oh, Dip.
Yeah. Going through the door.
Wow.
Oh no. I don't want to see this happen.
Fun?
I'm crying while EDM is playing. Aww.
I'm scared Janet's gonna forget me. I made her this. What do you guys think?
It's lovely.
Even if she could forget someone, I don't think she's gonna forget you.
Thanks.
When I had Jason, I was 18 years old.
Oh my God.
In many ways, Jason raised me just as much as I raised him. So thanks for being a great dad.
Oh, pill boy.
I mean, you're my best friend, and you're my Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew! Oh, they got it in. I'm not ready for this. Stop. Stop.
Aw, Dip, I lost it.
What?
It's okay.
No, it's not. Just remember the happy times and forget the bad stuff.
There was no bad stuff. It was all good.
Nick Offerman.
Gorgeous. And there's almost a feeling of musculature to this transition.
She learned.
Just sort of
It makes it feel
no, she's
lighter
next.
while leaving you plenty of
that thing that you asked me to tell you when it happened. It happened.
Father, welcome. My darlings, oh, my little girls. You'll just be endlessly sorry forever and ever.
I'm like. Their parents are good now. They couldn't have made it here without healing and learning how they hurt their children.
I'm getting a little bored of Mom and Dad telling us how much they love us. Yes,
No.
isn't that something? Well, this may not come as a surprise to any of you, but I'm ready to go.
Ah, nuts. I knew it.
Your risotto was a little sticky.
Was it?
No, damn it. It was amazing. Just trying to figure out a way to get you to hang around for a few more Baramies.
You're my role model.
Come on.
I'm serious. Your strength, your toughness, your self-esteem, not to mention your rocking god.
Did you just turn the tables on me?
Cross it off.
Problematically objectify Eleanor.
I just had to see you one last time because I
he
grew
made
up
it.
with Alexander the Great, and it was more like
What?
Alexander the Fine. Okay, anyway, I love you, goodbye forever.
Bye, love. And I should know. Frank Gehry is my godfather. I don't want to leave.
Great. Then stay.
I want to learn to do what you do, Michael. I want to be an architect.
Oh.
You're a person. It's impossible.
Don't make me talk to your manager.
You can never tell a woman to smile? What if she'd legitimately be prettier if she
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is he still there? What if Jason didn't go through? We didn't see him. What if he's still on that chair? Oh.
Once you're a big deal around here, I hope you don't mind if I brag about knowing you.
Name dropping's a little gauche, Michael, but do as you must.
I don't want any of them to go.
The Da Vinci Code.
Really?
After 1,000 lifetimes of reading the most difficult writings in the world, I've acquired a new passion. Garbage books. I would have been a good symbologist.
Oh, Stephanie made it. Oh! Dress bench made it.
That's all like the Tanner, you guys.
Uzo made it too.
I am so glad that going through the system did not.
Yeah, it's always fun to see them. Every time we do it, it's fun. Shakespeare went through the door.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see The Tempest 2? Here We Blow Again?
No, no.
Chidi's almost ready to walk through the door, and I need to keep him here. So, can you make me a bed shaped like a giant highlighter and like a sexy, edible valedictorian robe?
No, I think this calls for something spiritual.
Okay, but if I do this right, my man's gonna be talking to God. You know what I mean?
They all gathered right here in the Agora. It was like the Avengers, but for super thinkers. You brought me here. You knew what was going to happen.
I love that you're so happy.
You enjoying your trip, Chidi?
Yes, we are, but it's not over yet. We are ready to head to destination number 2, remember?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Head right this way.
She left it up to Janet to decide.
Paris.
Is this what you were hinting to me?
I was thinking Six Flags, but this is way.
Six Flags.
Come to this cafe. I love you completely,
Oh, crap.
but I have to go.
But you don't. Oh, you don't have to go. You don't have to leave.
I have the same feeling that the others described, a kind of quietude in my soul.
But you just had it. What if those other dummies didn't wait long enough and the feeling fades and you...
I didn't just have it. I've had it a long time. Remember that day we were with our parents?
He stayed for her.
Jason's gone. Tahani's off doing her thing, and I'm not ready to go. So if you leave, then I'm alone here. I was alone my whole life. And I told myself I like it that way, but I don't.
Okay, I won't go.
Really?
Yeah, I won't go. There's still plenty to do. I'll stay.
That's not the right.
Who's ready for Six Flags?
Oh, we're good. We got it. He's gonna stay.
That's not the right choice either.
Anything you could possibly imagine. What are you thinking?
I proposed a rule. The Chidis shouldn't be allowed to leave. Because it would make Eleanor sad. And I could do this forever. And I'd still never find the justification for getting you to stay.
Yeah.
Because it's a selfish rule. I owe it to you to let you go.
Picture a wave in the ocean, and then it crashes on the shore, and it's gone. The wave was just a different way for the water to be. And that's one conception of death for a Buddhist. The wave returns to the ocean, where it came from.
Say goodbye to me now. and leave before I wake up?
Aww. Amazing.
Oh, Dip!
Oh my god! He's still here.
Yeah! Funny story. Remember how I made you something and I thought I lost it because it wasn't in my pocket?
He's been searching for
It
it?
was in my other pocket. By the time I found it, you were gone. It was actually pretty easy to wait. I sort of just sat quietly and
He
let my
became-
mind drift away.
He reached.
Thought about you. And the infinity of
Oh my god.
Kind of like a monk.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He reached enlightenment. He freaking reached enlightenment by accident.
Looks good, not a girl.
Aw, still this. Cannonball Run 2.
Hey, Derek.
Yes, Mindy?
What the
What can Derek do for you? Mindy has rebooted Derek more than 151 million times.
My final mission might be to convince you to go through the system, take the test.
Oh.
You know, when I first...
I can't imagine putting my feet in the hands of some stranger.
Hello, gorgeous.
Tahani.
Tahani will be certified very soon. Did that sound evil? I didn't mean it to. I was sincere.
Okay.
Force of habit. I do think you'll find that Tahani will be certified very... Shut up, Glenn.
Great.
Shut up, Glenn.
You go back to your old life, chill.
I'm really glad I filmed you having sex.
Oh.
Me too.
Me too? Oh no, 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 no!
You can sit on that
Ah.
as long as you want. Whenever you're ready, you just walk through.
I should be ready, and I'm not.
But I am. A calm has washed over me. Blah, blah, blah. Goodbye.
Blah blah blah.
What are you doing?
I am returning my damn essence to the damn fabric of the damn universe.
Damn.
Oh,
damn.
yeah. Okay.
That door is not for you.
Why not? I invented the damn thing. You go through and give me a piggyback. We can trick it.
Ow, Michael, no! Michael! All right.
Cockamamie. That's what I think of your plan. I think it's cockamamie.
I
No.
think it's a great plan. Come on in.
Ah, the role reversal.
Oh,
Let him be a human?
You will never be at peace until you get the one thing you truly want.
I'm gonna be.
A real boy, Pinocchio. Someone could design a whole new system. You won't really know what's going to happen to you.
That's exciting.
That's what makes it special. I won't exactly know what's going to happen after I die. Nothing more human than that. Besides texting people that you're 5 minutes away when you haven't even left the house. Thank you.
And now she's done. All this time, they never got him one.
It's real. He's a real frog.
Yes, it sure
Aw.
You have to keep your blood pressure down. You have blood now.
I'll be fine. I'll be okay.
I know. I just worry.
Man, it's hot. But it's a dry heat.
That's so human.
Such a good boy, Jason. Such a good
Jason!
boy.
Aww.
Few people he can't stand.
Oh,
He's learning some things. The wave returns to the ocean. What the ocean does with the water after that is anyone's guess.
Return to the live stream.
As a
I hate to see you walk through the final door at the edge of existence, but I love to watch you leave. Here we go.
What? What's happening?
Hey, this was delivered to my building by mistake.
Oh,
I think
shit.
it's yours.
Oh my. Look at that. Oh, thank you.
Real man. Real man.
Thank you so very, very much. Take it sleazy.
A little bit of her caused him to do the good thing.
The Good Place.
And that's the end. What?
Myers now.
No, it's over. Alright guys, so I actually wanted to do some commentary before I edit, while the emotions are still high. I'm never gonna get over the show. It's just, saying goodbye to everybody was so emotional. My heart just feels so, it hurts so much. It's over. And yet, it was so beautiful. Mike Schur is a freaking genius, but this show is his crowning achievement so far. I can't believe he's only 44 years old. So many great shows left to give us. But I can't. First, Jason. I was kind of joking that Jason, like, nobody was going to go through and that Jason's still sitting on that chair. But no, he was actually walking around, gaining enlightenment like a monk. Got to give Janet the necklace he made her. I find it funny how for many thousands and thousands of years Janet made dinner for him. And then he tried it once and like made it look like frozen and at the same time like burnt spaghetti that was so hard that it tastes bad. Oh my god. I don't know. I was just crying this whole episode, I feel like. Jason. Seeing him go. And then seeing Tahani make up with her parents. Seeing the parents understand. You don't understand. As someone who has never gotten any type of... Okay, so my parents, the way they show love is... the way they say they show love is by putting a roof over my head and feeding me, which I'm like, that's the base level of thing you needed to do as a parent. Obviously, I help out now as an adult, but before then, I was just like, yeah, no, I don't have any emotional support from you. I've never heard I love you. So just... Of course, in that moment, I felt for Tahani. It felt so great for Tahani to see her finally... She removed herself from having to worry so much about the opinion of others. But this is her family, and to see them finally get through and understand what they did wrong, I'm just like... I feel that on a completely different level. I'm just like, oh... So that was really emotional too. I like the idea of her being an architect, but it was a very good choice for us to believe for a while that she was going to go through the door, because it made us feel all the emotions of like saying goodbye to her. She didn't wind up going through, and she wound up starting to be an architect, which is really interesting. And it turns out she lived with Camilla for a while too, which is really sweet. And then we had Eleanor and Chidi. I couldn't tell which one was going first. I should have realized they were definitely going to save Eleanor for last. It's been an ensemble show, but she's been the crux. She's been the leader of the group. I feel so emotional like talking just right now, just recapping this episode. Chidi with her freaking out when Chidi was going, or felt like he was ready to go. And yeah, just trying to show him the best time, being the coolest girlfriend. But yeah, it was time. And Eleanor, for her, what a perfect way to show that she's overcome her greatest weakness, her selfishness. Being so afraid of being alone, but still choosing to let Chidi go. This show's amazing. I'm gonna have to watch that again and again. It's time for a series rewatch. Would you guys be interested in that? There are probably like so many details in the earlier seasons that that we missed, that I missed, and I could see that over and over again. And then Chidi going through, and then Jason actually being there. Freaking, I'm a little sad that Chidi walked through like moments before, so that Jason couldn't just, because Chidi would have loved to at least see Jason again, right? Jason became a monk. He reached enlightenment by freaking accident and was just out there for thousands and thousands of years. Man. But yeah, Chidi went through. Jason went through. It was like, wait for me, bro. Yeah, I can't. And then when he left before Eleanor woke up, and then left her the best gift of all time, this calendar of him. I needed like 20 more episodes where they just get to enjoy each other's company. This whole entire group, and just get to enjoy themselves. But I think creatively, I think this is the right choice, but selfishly, I want to see everything. I want to see every last moment. So that's what I'm going to do. Once I reach the good place, after I pass the test, after I reach the good place, I'm just going to go through the door that lets me watch what would have happened on the show. I'm going to play all the video games that came out after I died and that will ever come out in the future. I'll play all the made-up games that don't get sequels that I wish did. All the remakes that I wish happened but didn't. I'll get to it more actually, but freaking Eleanor was trying to go through, but then realized she wasn't done. She just kept feeling like she wasn't done, and she thought it might be Mindy St. Clair. Helping Mindy St. Clair go through was such an important part. Such an important thing to see too, because she's always felt like she's better alone. And yeah, we got a lot of good cameos, or not cameos. We got to see a lot of good characters for the last time. We got to see Vicky again. We got to see Sean. Got to see the judge, and Derek as a freaking 1.5 million time rebooted being. I don't know what the heck. It was just so weird. But yeah, helping Mindy St. Clair, and she didn't want to place her trust in a stranger, so Tahani's gonna take care of her. That's so sweet. And she got a bow tie. I actually really like what they did with Tahani too, because it never seemed like she actually was in a romantic relationship in the afterlife. They never showed it to us, and I think that's a good way to show that, like, the premise that this show was built on at first was that you meet your soulmate in the afterlife, but to show that you can be happy alone. She got to be with her parents, she got to be with her sister, and just all that healing that needed to be done, she got to do. And I'm glad they showed that true happiness is possible without romantic love. And then Michael, I thought that door was for everybody, but Michael couldn't go through. Oh, that was really sad. And Eleanor was about to go through, but didn't feel it was right. And then figured out, I guess part of her wanted to know that Michael would be okay as well. She reasoned with the judge and got Michael to be a human, which is what he's always wanted, which is actually really sweet. I actually thought he was going to go back and be a baby, and that the next time we'd see him, he'd have grown up a bit. But he actually was like a human being. But I don't know how long he lives, because I don't know how old he is in that situation. Maybe give him like an extended old person lifetime, because he looks like he's, I don't know, how old is Ted Danson in the first place? Ted Danson. He is 72, so let's say he lives to 100. That's only 28 years left, and yeah, I hope he gets to live a full life. I hope he gets to learn everything he wants to learn, be human, and then go through the test, which he will of course pass. Not on the first try, maybe, but I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's up to our headcanon, but I'll see what I come up with in the future for my own headcanon. And then Eleanor finally went through. I wonder if I'll ever feel like that, just completely sated and just, oh man, her going through and then dissolving into this thing where she could affect other people. It got that guy to pick up the letter he was throwing out that was sent to the wrong address and deliver it to Michael. His last name is Real Man, which is so ridiculous. And Janet was so worried about him when he was going through the door. Right before he left, he got the doorman a real frog, which I can't believe it took that many thousands of years for someone to do that for him. But he was so happy. He seemed to like finally like gotten a little tired of the frog thing. He wasn't tired of it. He was just like not as excited about it. But then he got a real frog, and Michael thought he was gonna name it after him. But no. This show is too much. So, what would you guys do in The Good Place? Like, what would you need to do before you were completely satisfied and completely? But yeah, I want to do a lot of different things. Just I don't think. Okay, thousands and thousands of years. Maybe I'll go through eventually, but. Last time what I mentioned was that I hope there was a reincarnation cycle, that going through the door actually rebirths you as someone on Earth, and that you retain some sense of of the lessons you learned, so that you could live a pretty good life and a pretty moral life, and you would still be connected to the people you wanted to be connected to. So Eleanor and Chidi would meet in their new lives as somebody completely different, and once they both died, they would wake up in the good place again and get to talk about everything they've been through and get to enjoy the good place. So it's like a vacation after every new life. And they even mentioned, Chidi even mentioned the wave and how you return to it. I thought they were talking about returning to Earth. But it's returning to... It's basically the live stream from Final Fantasy VII. Which is... They made it so much more beautiful here. Though I should replay Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I feel like... yeah, did I ask already? What would you guys need to do before you were completely sated and took that final exit? For me... Yeah, I'd have to have lifetimes of feeling loved and being happy, getting to experience all the things that I never did. I don't know. This got really real. I'm also going to include some commentary later about the episode after I've edited, things that I didn't notice yet. But, yeah. Just thinking about things that I want to see. Like, I would have to watch, like, every Marvel movie ever made. I'd have to watch I would have to watch season 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to, like, season 100 of The Good Place. I could create it, because it's The Good Place. I'd have to play every Final Fantasy ever made, in the future, and I would love to get into game design just because I can just think of what I want and just wave my hand and it would get done. But I don't have I haven't learned coding. I haven't learned a lot of other things that I would need to do it on Earth, but I'm just like, yeah, I can just do it on any way I want in The Good Place. This show just I'm not ready for it to I mean, it's over, but I'm not ready to I wasn't ready for it to be over, and now that it is, that was beautiful. I would love to get reincarnated, actually, with all of my memories intact. So as a baby, I would already know everything that I do now, and it would feel nice to just live through all of that again. But yeah, my headcanon is everybody gets reincarnated. They just don't know it yet. Okay. I think that's going to be it for now. I'm gonna attach whatever commentary I have left after this, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so other things I wanted to comment on after editing. Jason saying that he reached this point where the air inside his lungs was the same as the air outside his body. That was beautiful, just wow. And they really fixed the system. Like, even Donkey Doug made it into the Good Place, and they specifically gave up on any chance of him getting in. I was only 18. You raised me just as much as I raised you. Thanks for being a great dad. Freaking Donkey Doug. Oh my god. And Pillboy even had that line about Gardner Minshew. So good. And I actually just realized, like, mostly only NFL fans will get that unless they checked into the Jaguars. Basically, he was a rookie this year and he seemed really, really good. For a 5th round rookie, he was drafted really late, and basically expectations weren't high, but the starter got injured and Foles got injured. And Gardner Minshew came in and played really well. And then there was Tahani's to-do list. There are some impressive things. I'll list the ones that she accomplished that I saw in editing. Land a triple axel. It's like the most difficult figure skating jump. Solve the Poincare conjecture. It's like a mathematical thing that I don't even know what. I'll actually show you a GIF of what it's like for me trying to understand it. I think it's from Hot Ones. I don't know that the math symbols were from Hot Ones, but the original GIF was her like eating hot wings. More on Tani's list. Perform Il Dolce Suono from Lucia di Lammermoor at La Scala. Do I have to drink for every word? I don't know. Actually, I'm kind of sad we didn't see Trevor again. That was from that episode where Trevor came to Earth. And who wants lemon bars? Frickin'. Burp the alphabet. Become a master woodworker. That's what we saw with Nick Offerman. Or was that Ron Swanson? Was that actually like a Parks and Rec crossover? Because he's a master woodworker in both real life and in the show. Also by Mike Schur, the same showrunner, show creator. Learn how to repave a driveway, which Ron Swanson also did. Break Graham Gooch's record of 456 runs in a single test. I have no idea. Master conducting, parentheses orchestra. Master conducting, parentheses train. Beat NBA Jam on All-Star. I hope she played some Madden with Jason at some point. I hope I wanted to see more of our friends just spending their lives or their afterlives together in the Good Place. Free Solo, the Colossus of Rhodes. Don't even know what that means. Fix the Jesus fresco the lady messed up. And then that was when she decided, or that was when we skipped forward a bit, saw her parents come to the Good Place, and she decided that she was done with this place. But yeah, John showed up to say goodbye one last time and to tell her he hooked up with Alexander the Great, which, wow. The possibilities out there in the Good Place. You wait long enough and you can meet all sorts of people. And yeah, there's more on Tahani's list later after she tells Eleanor she's her role model and that she's got a rockin' bod. Right, Tahani Al-Jamil's Bourget Pierre Menard, author of The Quixote. What? She has goals I don't even understand. Make vegan dessert that nobody suspects is vegan. That's really cute. Invent new musical instrument. Too bad the people on Earth will never be able to see it, but that's really cool. Truly nail the Lisa Left Eye Lopez rap from Waterfalls. Finish Infinite Jest. Of course, spend one meaningful day with my parents. And lastly, problematically objectify Eleanor. And crossed off immediately. That was really great. But yeah, seeing her deciding she wants to be an architect was really great. Getting Michael's bow tie with the peacock. I don't know if they ever mentioned it on the show, but yeah, we see it quite often. And then when she's making her way to the place where the architects are, we caught a glimpse of Brent too. So funny and ridiculous that after thousands and thousands of years, he's still trying to figure out how to be a good person and failing so bad. I could never tell a woman to smile. What if they actually look better? Smile. Oh my god. He'll get there eventually. This is a system designed for people to get through. And when Eleanor was bringing Chidi to Greece, I thought it was just gonna make him even more fulfilled, but he was actually done a long time ago, which is really sad. You could tell because he was just asking, "Can we go? I'm feeling kind of tired. Can we go home at after dinner with their friends?" And then after Greece, he's just like, "Okay, time to go home." Which, yeah, it was well done. We couldn't tell right away that he was done, but once he said it, it was just like, oh yeah, he was done. And the fact that he stayed so much longer because of Eleanor, like, because he couldn't bring himself to tell her, and it was a long time ago, it seems. But yeah, selflessness was never a thing for him, never a problem for him, and so he stayed so much longer than he needed to. And then he said he would stay for her when she was asking him not to leave. And she quoted the last words of what we owe to each other to Chidi. That was a really beautiful way to show that. Jason, again, freaking coming back. Being a monk after all that. My god. And then, like, chasing Chidi. Like, wait for me, bro. One last detail is that Michael got to take lessons from Mary Steenburgen, who is Ted Danson's wife, and also the woman in Back to the Future 3. I already watched that. I'm going to put it up on Patreon soon, and it'll be on YouTube soon after that, but that was really sweet. But yeah, this was... I think I covered most of everything else I wanted to talk about. But yeah, this was incredible. Incredible series. Let me know in the comments if you want me to start over from the beginning, just like try to catch things that I didn't catch before and things like that. But yeah, this was great. Thanks for watching, guys. It's been a great series. We are starting Brooklyn Nine-Nine next week. It's going to be season 7 because I've seen season 1 through 6. The reactions to season 6 are on Patreon, but they won't make it to YouTube, at least. Maybe if I find someone, if I make enough money at some point to have someone edit it for me, I will do that. But otherwise, I don't feel like it's worth the time at this point because I'm so far behind. But I will start with season 7. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to stick around. We got movies coming as well. We got lots of different things coming. I think I'm considering reacting to the Super Bowl because I'm not going to actually be able to watch it live, so I'm not going to go to any parties or anything. So I might as well watch it. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time, sometime soon with something else. Oh no, we have The Good Place. There's an after show special. We'll see that. I'll watch that probably next Tuesday is the first time I'll have time. But yeah, thanks for watching, and of course, take it sleazy.